I think the first time that I met Simon played in a band called Joyrider years ago, and they played top.
You did?
Yeah.
My goodness.
So they played on Top of the Pops and did loads of stuff. So I think when I was younger, I was a massive fan of Joyrider. So the first time I ever met Simon, it was as a fan. The second time I met him, I was a journalist at the time, and he played in another band. So I interviewed Simon, and so I suppose we became really friendly through that.
Yeah, absolutely. So he interviewed us, and then you like plugged a couple of our singles and things like that, and goes, this band's really going to do good things, but obviously we didn't till Tom come on board. So no, we've always been good friends, and he's very cuddly, so it makes it nice.
A lot of love. There's a lot of love.
Yeah. I think Glenn, Glenn's the most. Glenn's
cheeky.
Like he's the most cheeky. Glenn's like 6'4" or something like that, but he thinks he's only like 4 foot. He thinks he can hide behind things, and he can't because obviously of his height and stuff. But Glenn's the youngest member of the band, and he's just full of devilment and full of like pranks and things like that. And his battery's on all day. Like he's got a green light on all day. He just never quits. He's just chat, which is good because when you're in the van and you're traveling long distances, he's just coming at you with all these random speaks, you know what I mean? But I reckon Glenn would be the man for that. Like. I've had to stand up and fight for love.
Yeah, I think all the time. I think in Northern Ireland, with the Foo Fighters, we got the Foo Fighters show, but in Northern Ireland there tends to be in Belfast, a very big indie rock scene. And in terms of the rock bands, it's not really noticed for the rock bands, but because we have sort of broken that mould and now we're playing with the Foo Fighters, it sort of sets a precedent for any other band who's come up and coming to really try and travel that road, because now we've proved that we've done it. So I suppose we've had to stand up and fight for ourselves in a way.
Well, that's what that song's about. It's about fighting for what you believe in, and if you think you're good enough, prove yourself. We've always did everything our own way. We've never relied on anybody for anything that we've got. It's always been in-house. And Tom and another guy, Darren, who's at home now, he wishes he was here, but
CT.
Yeah, Darren, he's a legend. It's always been, we call it the trucker way. So we've always had to do everything the trucker way, off our own bat. No one's ever handed us the easy ticket. Just a good sound to have fun and just interact with the audience. That's a big part of the trucker. A lot of audience interactions, getting them on board. So.
And hopefully they have as much fun as we do, because we just love playing live, I suppose. It's strange, I think, I look at the Facebook stats and I can see, there's an age range from like, 15 to 65, and then it gives you a good idea of, who's listening to your music. But a lot of people tend to bring their kids to our shows, and they're really sort of into it. Yeah,
it's like right across the board. The dads love us and the kids love us, which is quite good because it broadens your audience, know.
Yeah, like checking the Facebook, you always see like people. I always check out who's signing up from where, and I think we had Drink Beer Destroy on Crying on MTV and things like that, and I think that's really helped. We had it on rock.
It was a big hit in Texas College Radio. For a few weeks. It was like 2 or 3 weeks. All the frat parties and all in Texas University, they were all playing Drink Beer Destroy flat out. So
and then Drink Beer Destroy's on the Xbox as well, so you can download it on the Xbox and play it. So it's just you just see these things coming in, and you're like, I wrote the song half drunk, and now it's all over the place. That's great.
Now somebody else is enjoying it half drunk.
Yeah. Well, I suppose that depends on how things go. If we continue to build a name and things like that, we'll be around as long as people want us around, I suppose.
I mean, we're still in the honeymoon period. Things are going really well. I mean, but we love this. This is what we enjoy doing. This is our happy place, being in Trucker. We've all got other responsibilities, but when we come together with Trucker, it feels right. So as long as we can keep that feeling going, I think we'll always be banging out tunes and trying to write albums, So fingers crossed. 40 years will be good. Looking back in 40 years' time. You could do the 40-year anniversary.